Before I play the following video, I just want to give a warning that it is disturbing footage. You may have already seen it, but just in case you haven't, here's the warning.
Take a look at what happened.
Before I start talking about how I think this is going to affect the campaign in the upcoming election, I just want to first speak my sympathies to first the family of the person, the attendee who did not survive the shooting. They did die. And I also want to extend my sympathies to the people who were critically injured. Stuff like this should not happen to people just because of who they support politically. It's sick and it's twisted.
Looking in different directions on the stage. We know that he's fine in that local hospital. He was in a town called Butler, Pennsylvania, obviously at a campaign stop. Butler is about 60, 70 kilometers north of Pittsburgh. That is deep Trump country. That is the part of this country where Trump is sort of supremely popular. And all of this, of course, comes just 2 days ahead of the Republican National Convention, the nominating convention, where Trump will officially be made the Republican Party nominee. And that's effectively all we know at this point, other than bigger picture stuff, which is that this is, there he is being whisked off into the SUV with the fist raised. He raised his fist multiple times.
So, as far as predictions about the election goes as a whole, when an event like this magnitude, where, first of all, it happens 2 days before the convention, just under 3 months before the election, when not only is the leading nominee, the former president, not only is he injured by a would-be assassin, but his supporters are either killed or injured, that's not only going to make sure his base comes out in the fullest force possible, because there's either the people who are very vocal about him or the shy Trump voter who may have some questions about voting for Trump. Now they're all in together. Every single one of them are coming out. I'm not making any speculations about who I think did this, why I think they did it. I'm not going to be a fringe conspiracy theorist. I want to focus on what I think is going to happen election wise following this event. So you saw in the second video, once Trump was up and being let off, he was pumping his fist in the air, he was waving off, and while he's doing that, he's also making the job of the Secret Service people protecting him even harder, because at least one or two of them had to constantly throw their hands up afterwards to try and protect every part of him. But Trump got in his picture, his like banner picture for the rest of this campaign leading up to the election. And I'm not going to say whether it's a stupid thing or not. In fact, it's not. It's a very, very smart thing of him to do. It was stupid that he jeopardized his own life further and made the jobs of his Secret Service agents very difficult. A picture of Trump, his fist in the air, those couple of small streaks of blood across his cheek, that's something for not only the entirety of his base to rally behind, but I think it can be enough to pull in a lot of moderates and independents who may have wanted an out from Biden, but just couldn't find Trump palatable at the time. And in fact, they still might not find him palatable, but they just might have this urge to fall into his camp. And I'm going to say right here that I don't even know if I'm allowed to use the pictures that I have or the videos that I'm using, but I'm cobbling this together really quickly because it's something I really want to talk about. And since this is brought together so quickly, I am going to end it very quickly too, but I just want to end it by saying that I think unless something catastrophic happens for Trump's image in between now and that very short time until the election, I think that Trump has just about everything he needs to make his case to the American voters to vote him in as our 47th president. I nothing is impossible, right? And I could just be thinking about this very irrationally because it's happened so quickly and because I wanted to talk about it so quickly. But I just think that this is going to create a shockwave through the Republican camp. I think there's going to be a bridge between the two divisions of the Republican camp, at least for these couple of months. It just seems to me that Trump has this election. I do not like saying stuff like this, and in the future, I really want to make better videos to discuss my thoughts. I will have more time to put my thoughts together where I can hopefully make better rationale for how I'm thinking. But right now, in this heat of the moment, I have this just telling in my gut that Trump has this presidency essentially wrapped up. It might be close, but I don't see how he doesn't win right now. Truthfully, I think one of the benefits of being an absolute nobody channel is I can say off the cuff, spur of the moment stuff like this, and it's not going to hurt me in any way. And as I go along, I can learn how to better approach a topic. But for now, I think this is going to be it, guys. For me, for the night, I'm going to go get some sleep, and I will work on better material in the future for sure. This has been my opinion, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.